Hi, I'm Kathy,
And I'm Maddie.
and we are Wheelchair Adventures. And today we wanted to talk to you about a recent cruise that we went on the Pride of America. It's a Norwegian cruise ship that just goes around the Hawaiian Islands. And we wanted to do that because Maddie loves Hawaii.
Yes.
And so we wanted to see all of the islands in 1 week.
Yep.
So we stayed in stateroom 10524, which was a suite, which was very nice.
Yes, it was.
And we showed you in an earlier video
What it looked like.
And we just wanted to tell you what it was like after a week being in there.
Yeah.
One of the things, the bathroom was big, much bigger than other rooms, but if you have two people in there, kind of with a wheelchair, because if the person in the wheelchair needs assistance, the radius is a bit small. But we made it work. We really didn't have any problem getting in and out of the shower.
Nope.
There's plenty of room. It's just the radius when two people are in there doing the dance in the bathroom.
They're doing the dance.
Doing the dance. When you're trying to get around
That's
all your
funny.
places. The other thing in the room was the ramp to the balcony. And I showed you in the previous video what it looked like. And we think it would be really hard if you had to do it on your own and you were in a wheelchair, because you have to go up the ramp, and then most of the times where we've stayed in rooms, they've been a sliding glass door. But on the Pride of America, it's a door.
You had to push.
You had to push the door open and then get yourself over the hump, and then you've got another ramp on the other side that you're coming down. So I'm not sure. We never tried it because I really didn't want to break the door.
Nope.
But because it's all glass. But that's a consideration that you would probably need help getting in and out, because when you come back into the room, you've got to pull the door open and then propel yourself. Yeah.
Or at least have another person with you.
Have another person to help you.
Yeah.
So that is a consideration if you're in a wheelchair. But the deck or the balcony was great.
Yes, it was very nice.
It had two loungers.
Yeah, the chairs were very nice.
And it had a table with 4 chairs where we could sit in and have breakfast.
Yep.
So other than that, the room was really good.
good.
And because it was Maddie's birthday and we had a butler.
Yeah.
She had a birthday banner
and they put that up for
cake.
me.
Yeah. So
good
the room
cake.
was very nice.
Yes, it was very nice.
And it had a pretty pink door, which is your favorite.
Mm.
So let's go on to the ship. The restaurants. What did you think of the restaurants?
The restaurants were very nice. My favorite was the Cadillac Diner, where you could have burgers, you could have shakes, the best
Milkshakes, her favorite.
So good.
Yeah.
Cagney's was very nice, and the Aloha Buffet was very nice. There was nights where you could have turkey night, which was really tasty.
Yeah, one night they had turkey night with turkey and all the fixings.
And Italian,
Asian night, Hawaiian night. I think the prime rib was the first night. We only ate there for dinner once, and that was on turkey night.
That was on turkey night when we found that out. I love turkey. So.
Yeah, turkey.
Yeah.
Maddie loves turkey. So reservations, Norwegian is weird because you don't have a set time to eat dinner because they think you want to do it your way. But we prefer to have the same time, have the same waiter, because Maddie wants milk with a straw, and we found on other cruises that the waiter will have the milk waiting for her. Or this time we asked to be seated at the same table with the same waiter, and he would always say, "And you want a straw with your milk," which she does.
Yes.
So you can make reservations. A lot of people don't think you can, and the first night was very confusing because we'd already made reservations.
And we didn't know the process. We didn't know what
and
we
no
were
one
doing.
was saying, everyone was saying, we have reservations too. But so after the first night, it kind of settled down, and we had reservations, and our butler, again, nice to have a butler, made sure that we had the same table, had the same waiter. And it's important too because there was one night, was the second night, that, and it really hadn't been straightened out yet. But we had reservations, but they didn't seat us at the right table. So
Mobility-wise, it was not
right,
what we needed.
right, because when we went to leave, there were other people seating, and it was hard to get Maddie out. So that was another reason we went back to the butler and said, hey, we really need to be sitting at this particular table. It's easy to get in and out. And he made it happen for the rest of the crew. So that,
Yes.
but just know that you can make reservations, and they will take into account mobility needs. You know, and there's a bathroom right outside. So if you have someone that has to use the bathroom a lot, so all these things that you have to ask and maybe persist, but you'll get what you need. Let's see, room service. We had room service for breakfast.
Yeah, only for breakfast.
Only for breakfast.
Yeah.
And
It was so
again,
good.
because we were in a suite, it was free. But if you're not in a suite, then I think the room charges $9.95 per room service order, and then $4.95 for breakfast. That's what I've heard. So that's something to take into account, because I don't know if Norwegian is the only one that does that, but we've never had to.
Yeah, we've never
charge
had
that.
we've never had that
No.
problem.
And then because we were in a suite, we were able to eat lunch and breakfast at Cagney's, which is the steak restaurant.
It's
which
very,
is
very good.
it's a specialty restaurant, but suite guests are allowed to eat there for breakfast and lunch. Let's see. So let's go to specialty restaurants. We went to Cagney's one night for steak, and
So
that was good. And
Yes,
then
it
we
was
went to
very
an
good.
Italian specialty restaurant, and that was really good too.
Yes.
What did you have? I don't remember.
I don't know, but it was very tasty.
It was good.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but because we ate a lot of good food, I was really
Yes.
pleasantly surprised that the food was so good.
Sorry, we don't remember what we ate.
I know. Well, we were not hungry for sure.
No.
The Aloha buffet, we talked about that. It
Yeah.
was good food.
So good.
A variety, not the extensive buffets that we've had
Yeah.
on other ships,
Not,
but you don't
not
need
like
it.
on
I mean,
other ships.
yeah, and they have a really nice area in the back of the Aloha buffet that you can sit and watch outside, and yeah, it's very nice. We talked about Cadillacs, and that's open 24/7.
Yeah.
so-
My favorite shake was the orange creamsicle shake. I love. Yeah.
I tried it. It was good.
I love orange creamsicle ice cream. So yeah,
Yeah.
would highly recommend.
Well, one thing they don't talk to you about, and someone told me this before we got on the ship, that you're charged a tax on the beverages. You know, whether if you have the beverage package, which we did, you're still charged tax on that. And so even if you get a drink at the bar, they give you a tab and you have to sign it. And it was kind of awkward because we had already paid our gratuities, and so you feel compelled, as in our culture, to tip again and again. So it's kind of odd. And even after a specialty restaurant meal, or even the main dining room, we were always given a tab, and it was because of the drinks.
You didn't. I mean, I didn't.
But we had the package. But you still.
I don't remember any of this. It's your thing.
Yeah, right, because you don't take care of the tab.
So. No.
But just know that you're going to have to, and you don't have to tip, but it's just awkward in my opinion, because I try to be nice, because these people work hard. These people work really hard. So where are we? The staff.
Yes,
Okay.
they were very, very helpful.
Very friendly. We went to a cocktail party again because we were in a suite, and
they actually talked to you. They, they were asking you like what your name was and what are you looking forward to on the cruise.
yeah,
Yes, they were very, very nice.
Yeah. We've been on to other parties with the officers, and they'll just stand as you walk into a room. But
I
these,
think it was because they didn't really speak much good.
well, I don't know about that. But anyway, they were really nice.
Yeah, they were very nice.
Yeah, everyone came around and said hello and chatted for a little bit. So, entertainment. Well, Maddie's biggest thing is that there was no casino.
Well, it's a state. It's a law
It's a law.
in the United States, I think, besides Vegas.
Well, yeah, you have to be in international water. And because this cruise ship goes exclusively week after week after week just in Hawaii, on the Hawaiian Islands, it doesn't have a casino.
Nope.
And it was made for just to be in the Hawaiian Islands. Why it wasn't called Pride of Aloha, I'll never know.
Yeah.
But anyway, I
well.
always call it Pride of Aloha. So
Yeah, it was good. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't miss having a casino though, but that's
yeah, she survived.
I did.
So we took classes. They had classes on how to make these beautiful
Ribbon
lays. We've made a couple since then, and this one actually we made after the class, so I remembered how to make it. They had a class on what are the nuts?
Kukui nuts.
Kukui nuts. How to make a lei out of that. And we didn't go to that class, but we did buy a package. They had things you could buy to make later. We did that.
And then, of course, the
Excuse
flower lays.
Flower lays the last day.
I don't know why, but I think I would rather have the ribbon
I'll be
lays.
right back.
I mean,
You keep
I
talking.
think, well, one, they're more sustainable, but at the same time, I mean, you can do whatever color you want. I love purple, so I did purple. But I also love the ribbon. I mean, the flower.
The flowers, yeah. They were really pretty.
Yeah.
So we did those classes. They only had the hula class, which we were kind of disappointed because, the first day you're so overwhelmed, you're trying to unpack, and we just weren't paying attention. But they had, at the sail away party, they had a hula class.
Yeah.
They didn't have ukulele lessons unless we missed them.
I don't think we did, because we looked at the activity itinerary.
Right. They did
And-
have a dedication.
Yeah, Boda is.
Yeah. But we missed that too
Yeah.
because we were out
Nope.
on an excursion.
Yep.
But they did have, for entertainment at night,
Movies
yeah,
and
they had movies. They had a Polynesian show, which was really
yes,
good.
it was really good.
Um,
And some of the entertainment is for adults only. I mean,
some of the game shows.
Yeah, some of the game
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah.
But mostly it's family oriented.
Right. Yeah, and they had a lot of games. They had a lot of
Bingo, trivia.
Bingo, yes,
Yeah.
but it was nice prizes. I mean,
Yeah.
we never didn't win.
Yeah,
so we
no,
never
but
won.
it was fun.
But we like to play bingo.
Yeah.
And they had a couple movie nights in the theater, like you said, Shrek.
Shrek, Frozen, of course. We were
We're hoping for
thinking
Moana.
Kauai, but we were hoping for Moana, Lilo and Stitch, but no,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
But we still went to see Shrek, and that was
Oh
fun.
yeah, that was fun.
But there was just so many, and then there were dance parties. Oh my
Dance
gosh.
party is my thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
About every night.
Yeah.
They had 70s, 80s, and 90s night, glow night.
There was
where
where you literally wore like glow clothes, so you could it could
White or psychedelic.
could reflect on the lights. It was so fun.
Yeah, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We danced a lot,
Yes.
didn't we? Yeah. Mm.
We basically closed that place down.
Mm-hmm. They had a lot of karaoke, which we didn't do because again, there was just so much to do, and I did need some sleep. Right?
Yeah.
The theater seating for accessibility is all in the back, which is good for people who can see really well, but Maddie can't see
Nope.
that well from a distance. So we just had we only went to one show and then
Yeah.
the theater. So yeah, but it would have been nice. We've been on trips that have had theater seating right down in front for people in wheelchairs, so that would have been nice.
Yeah. It's
Ports.
okay though.
Let's talk about ports. We started in Honolulu. We went to Maui. for an overnight.
Yeah, for my birthday, we went to my favorite pie shop in Maui.
Right. And we used Tours by Locals. The first day we were in port to go up to halfway to Hana. Again, if you can get in a van or a vehicle, you can do these things. I just transfer Maddie in. But we went, saw some rainbow trees, went halfway to Hana. It was very nice. And then it was overnight, so if you wanted to do something at night, but again, we were at the dance party, right?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
So,
I loved to party.
I know you do. So the next day we left Maui, and then we went on to Hilo. And we were going to get off the ship and walk around Hilo, but I think we were tired.
Yeah.
Just tired, so we just hung around the ship and had a nice leisurely day because we've been to Hilo before.
Yeah.
And it was actually, I remember it was a 2-mile walk into town or something like that, and it just seemed like too much. Yeah, we didn't need to go. And then the next day was Kona. That was the one that was kind of disappointing because it was tender, and they didn't have a way for Maddie to get off the ship.
Yeah, it wasn't.
No. Then we've been to
accessible,
Kona,
and I wasn't able to get off, so we just hung out on the ship.
right? And we've been to Kona a lot, but it was disappointing for someone who hasn't been to Kona.
Yeah.
And it's nice because the tender leaves you right downtown, which is a great little walk. But if you can't get off the ship, you can't get off the ship.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really the only problem.
Yeah.
Eh.
And then we went off to
okay.
Kauai.
Kauai was absolutely beautiful.
For another overnight. So again, if you wanted to, I know a lot of people on Thursday night got off and went to a luau. But we went out during the day. We hired another company that got Maddie into the van, and we went up to Waimea Canyon, which was amazing.
Yeah, Waimea was beautiful.
It was not cloudy. Beautiful day.
The first time I went to Hawaii, I was 16, and Waimea Canyon was very cloudy, and I couldn't see it. But it was absolutely beautiful. It was nice to see.
And then we stopped at Poipu Beach, where we saw our first glimpse of turtles and a seal. Yeah. So that was great. So we got back on the ship, we stayed, and then the next day we didn't get off. But then we left at about 2 and headed for the Nepali coast, which was amazing.
Which was beautiful.
Yes.
And we saw whales.
We saw whales bleaching.
It was so fun. That day.
Males fighting, and
It was really cool.
It was cool. And it's beautiful, Nepali coast.
Yeah.
So that, for the ports, the ports are all great. So overall, what would you say for the cruise?
Overall, it's very, very nice. If you've never been to Hawaii, then you can get a taste of everything.
And you get a taste of all the islands, yes.
I would highly recommend, if you're in Maui, I would go to Leota's pie shop. So good pie.
Yes, the Leota's. We were actually in Maui the second day. On Maddie's birthday. So we rented a car, which from the airport, and we drove across the island to the Maui Ocean Center.
Yes.
Which is a great
aquarium.
Yeah,
we went to the aquarium too, and got Leota's.
And then we went to Leota's and
I got
had lunch.
Pineapple macadamia nut pie. So good.
And we brought pies back to the ship with us, and we ended up having pie
and cake.
Yeah, you ate that pie all week, didn't you?
I did. It was so good.
It was really good.
I miss it. Oh well, that's okay. Next time we go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, but as far as the ship, the overall for accessibility, the elevators were smaller than some of the elevators we've been on, but we never really had to wait. Maybe once or twice there wasn't enough room, because even when we were getting off in the ports, the announcements would say, please take the stairs and leave the elevators open for people who need them.
Well, yeah, unfortunately.
But only a few times where we not had a problem with that. And then it's always, and I don't know why, I guess I need to look into cruise ship design, but they always have these humps in the carpet. And you're going
Yeah.
down the hallway, and some of them are bigger than others and different than others. So sometimes you're like, I'm pushing Maddie, and boom,
It scares me.
It just wakes her up.
It scares me.
She's napping. It's over.
No, I don't nap. I'm just and I went with my friend Emily on the cruise, and she has mobility challenges, and for her it was a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah, but I would just say
Yeah.
hump, hump,
Yeah.
hump.
Yeah.
So yeah, overall,
Overall, it was a great cruise.
it was the check-in was amazing because we could decide what time we wanted to check in, and that day before we got on the ship, Maddie went accessible surfing, which we will talk to you
Yeah.
about next week.
Yeah, in another video.
Yeah.
Oh, so fun.
So we were
fun.
later than most. So when we got to the cruise terminal at 2:30, I think we had to be on by 5 or 5:30.
Yeah.
We got there at 2:30. Nobody was there. Everybody was on the ship mostly. So we just sailed through and got on the ship, had lunch at Cagney's.
Yeah, we had an early lunch. It was- yeah.
lunch, and then
It was
we
good.
eat again because of course you do.
That's all we
yeah.
did.
Yeah, we do a lot
we
of-
love to eat.
Yeah. So that is our assessment of the Norwegian Pride of America.
Yeah.
It was great overall. I've been on the ship when it first, its inaugural cruise up and down the California coast. Maddie wasn't with me. Inaugural.
Oh,
yeah,
your
before
first.
before it came over here.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was just a training run. Inaugural means
yeah.
it was first before it came over here. And we knew kind of what to expect, and we've kind of been.
Now we know how.
Right.
Now we know that Norwegian is very good as well.
Right, we've been spoiled by other cruise ships.
Yeah,
we were pleasantly surprised, and
Yeah.
we would at the end of the week we said, "Yeah, we do this again."
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, everything was great. Everything was good, and it was really nice to spend my birthday on a cruise and get my pie. So,
Get your pie. Use that pie.
oh, yeah.
Anyway, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. Like this, subscribe.
Yeah. Until next time.
Yeah,
Bye.
we will be doing one again, and on we're gonna
Accessible
do
surfing.
Accessible surfing. We're gonna do airplane travel. We're gonna do beach wheelchairs. We've got a ton of stuff to do, don't we?
Yeah.
We better get going.
Yeah. Yeah. Stay tuned.
All right.
Bye.